Hey folks, either you guys are super excited about this or you might be pretty stressed out. So I understand how it goes. I've been there, I've walked in your shoes, I've gone through the college process, and I absolutely love working with folks that are trying to navigate how to start their equine career, their career in the equine industry. Should I go to college? Should I not go to college? Is what we're going to be talking about today. I understand that it might be the student looking to go to school, or maybe you don't want to go to school and you're looking for evidence on why you don't have to go to school to get in the horse industry, or maybe you're the parent that is just trying to get more knowledgeable. Maybe you want your kid to go to college. I understand where you guys are coming from, wherever your position may be, because I've been there and I've got to work with so many people that are trying to navigate this same situation. In fact, my mom was the mom that told me, no matter what happens, if anything ever happens to you, you'll always have your education. And by her saying that, she always meant that the education you gain when you went to college and that degree that you would earn upon graduation. And so I definitely understand that. Maybe you've told that to your kid. Maybe you're the kid that's heard that from your parent. Guys, I understand. And so as we work through, should I go to college to get an equine degree? Is it going to be right for me? This is a very much a personal decision. This is one that is based on your own circumstances. It's not simply a yes or a no answer by any means, all right? But there's a couple key things that we need to actually really hone in on that you need to spend some time thinking about. And the first one is, do we know what we want to do after graduation? Or do we know what we want to do for a career in the equine industry? Now, chances are you're 14, you're 15, you're 16, you're 17, you're 18, you're 19, maybe you're early 20s. You're somewhere in that age range. You're super, super young, okay? Like, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. But a lot of people have not a lot of people, but some people do have an idea of what they think they might want to go do, okay? And some people's intuition is very strong that, yes, this is what I'm meant to do. Or maybe I think I like the idea of this, but I'm not quite sure. Or maybe I have no earthly idea what I want to do. All of those are completely valid, but again, it's on your own situation. It's based on where you're at in your own journey. And so if we look at certain careers, I'm going to use some obvious ones here because it's going to be easy to explain this, is that if you want to be a veterinarian, going to college is a must, right? You have to have your undergraduate degree to go to postgrad so that you can earn your veterinary degree and get your veterinarian license, okay? That's the process that's in place that we have to go through. But if we look at horse training, for example, there's no National Horse Training Committee that says you have to have this license and you have to have a college degree to become a horse trainer. So there are both sides of the coin, okay, that we have to look at on, do you know what you want to go do? And does your career require a college degree? Or if you get a college degree, will that increase your value? Will that increase your knowledge and increase your the money that you'll be able to make post-graduation? Will that be a positive experience? Will that make you more money down the road? That's something we have to think about because we need to treat ourselves as a business. This is a business decision. This isn't necessarily just going to college to have fun, pick up a degree along the way, and then walk out of there with a bunch of debt and then going, oh gosh, I didn't realize that it's really tough sometimes to make a living in the horse business, and I've got all these student loans to pay off. We have to take all this into consideration. And the fortunate part is I've been there in y'all's shoes. I've actually come from a background where it's way more normal international business kind of style and not horse oriented at all. I grew up on a golf course, played all your regular golf, lacrosse, basketball, football. I played all those sports. Horses to me were a later thing in life. So when I was going to college and my mom was telling me, you can, if anything ever happens, you can stop your education. Then I'm like, well, I'm going to get an equine degree. My dad was like, what the heck? How is this going to work? Like, can you actually make a living doing this? And so we have to take these things into consideration. Do you know what you want to do? Do you not? If you do know what you want to do, then you got to look at, is that degree going to make you more money? Is it not? Okay. And there's a little more in depth to each of these, but if you don't know, then we have to look at the same thing there. If I don't know what I want to go do and I spend all this money on college, is this going to be ROI positive? Because maybe I get out and I still don't have a clue, but I've got all this debt in behind me. Or, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to be just a lost puppy because the college environment is not necessarily, quote unquote, the real world environment. So if you don't have an idea, you're spending money to take these classes, But if you're not sure where you want to go do, it's still costing you money. Versus if you don't have an idea of what you want to go do, you can go do some research and development. I will tell you, I came from a non-horse background, went to a college, University of Kentucky, right in Lexington, Kentucky, horse capital of the world. And when I got there, one of the number one things that I learned while I was there was that how vast this industry is, how many different career opportunities are available within the horse industry. It's amazing. But I really shouldn't have had to have spent, and I didn't have to. That was just one of the lessons along the way. But you know, you don't want to have to spend that money. You don't want to say, I'm going to spend this money on college so I can go learn about all the opportunities in the horse industry. Guys, there's something called Google. You can call people like me. You can get on YouTube. You can learn about all these different career opportunities that are available in the horse industry without having to go spend a bunch of money on college. But it certainly is a valuable thing. So if you don't have a clue, I'd tell you, go spend the time to learn about these other opportunities. Find the ones that are interesting to you. Look into them a little bit deeper. If you find someone you're like, gosh, I'd really like to try that, find somebody and go shadow them. Go work for them for 6 months. Go intern with them. Go do whatever you can do to get the whole experience. Don't just go to a horse trainer and watch them ride horses now. Go up there and say, I want the whole experience. I want to see everything you do and that goes into this. That means, you know, ordering feed, holding horses for the fair, picking stalls, turning horses out, you know, bathing horses, you know, doing all the things, dealing with clients, running social media. Get the whole experience with those opportunities to give you a good idea, because oftentimes you'll find out things that you don't enjoy doing, and those are just as valuable and probably more valuable than finding out what you really do enjoy doing, because a lot of times in order to find out what we're meant to go do, we have to find the things that we're not meant to do. And so don't get discouraged if you go and you take those opportunities like, gosh, I thought I was going to really like this, but this is miserable. That's fine. That's great information, because you'll probably found some things in that experience that would then lend you closer to your next destination on what you would enjoy doing. All right, so we got to navigate. Do we know what we want to go do? Do we not know what we want to go do? We got to figure out where we're going to go from there. If we pick where we want to go do, is that college degree going to be ROI positive? Is that going to help us make a better living afterwards? All right, and then you have different situations in that, yes or no. And then you have to look at your situation on, is this going to cost me money to go to college? You know, I am very realistic. Some of y'all are going to get great scholarships and it's not going to cost you a dime to go to college, or be a minimal investment that you could cover on the way through college by working outside of classes. Maybe some of the parents have saved up and they've been super gracious to be able to put their kids through college without them owing anything when they get out on the other side. Or are you going to have to take student debt on to go able to make this happen? All of those are very real situations that something will pertain to you, and you got to decide how that's going to work. You know, if you're going to go to college and it's not going to cost you a dime, your options are way more vast, because essentially, honestly, you could go to college and do whatever for the next 3, 4, 5 years and still be young as hell by the time you get out. And you could either use it and be business minded and be very career oriented and go to college, spend that time, not cost you anything, and network like hell, work your butt off, do all of these things and come out there and be that much further ahead with, or you could go to college, have a party, have a time, stay out of trouble, and then figure it out. And after your vacation's over, then go out and try to get serious. Like, all of y'all might be in a different place in life, but honestly, when the money's not on the table, the decision becomes a little different. I fortunately didn't have any college debt coming out of college, but at the same time, I was so oriented on, everyone says you've been 75 since you were 3. I was so oriented on getting to that next step that I turned a 4-year degree into a 3-year degree, because I knew what I wanted to go do. I wasn't in a hurry, but I kind of was. But at the same time, I knew I wanted to go do, so I didn't want to be dilly-dallying, waiting and quote-unquote wasting time, sitting somewhere for an extra period of time just because. So I was really motivated to keep going. Whereas I had friends that, turned 4 years of college into 5 and 6 years of college. And so you gotta take your own situation into consideration there. And then if you're looking at potentially taking on debt, that is where we've got to decide, or you have to decide, is this going to make me more valuable? Is this going to help? Is this investment into my education going to take me to the next level? Because I will tell you, one of the best things about college that I took advantage of was networking, was getting to know the staff, networking with my peers, getting to make friends within organizations on campus, getting jobs outside, off campus. I was training horses, starting colts, working for other people, networking with them. All of that played a crucial role for me, and has to this point when it came to getting jobs and getting and just overall connections and resources to be able to work with people in the local area after graduation. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't just happen in a college environment. That happens in any work environment. It's just a matter of what you make of it. So guys, this is not a straightforward answer, but we need to treat this like a business decision. We need to take our own unique interests. We need to take our own unique situations into consideration. And do I think that going to college for an equine degree is a good thing? I think it can be a great thing for the right person. Do I think it could be a bad thing? I think it could be a terrible thing for the wrong person. I think that, you know, everything has its huge pluses and huge negatives to it, but we have to look at this from our own position, our own situation, and we have to be honest with ourselves. You don't want to BS yourself and sugarcoat this and make this sound like, you know, you need to look at the raw, real facts of this. You don't want to take part of this video and spin it because it makes you feel better in a certain way because that's what you think you want to go do. And that can be for the parent or for the kid. You want to look at the raw, real facts and treat this just like it is, because guys, this business isn't always easy. Nothing's easy, but this industry particularly has its own challenges to it. And when we start talking about putting in what is the fancy thing to do, which is the normal thing to do now, is to go get a degree, that's not always the best idea, because in some particular professions in the industry, the degree is not going to get you any further sometimes. In other sides it will, but there's times where it won't. And if we've spent the money in an area where we're not going to see the return, we still have those bills to pay, and we still have to make it work. So guys, I hope you guys found this insightful and helpful. Be sure, share it with your kids, share it with your parents, share it with your friends that are going through this same situation. Let us know if you have questions. Put them in the comments below. We're going to be diving into more of these types of situations and questions, because I love working with folks that are trying to get started in the equine industry. I've been there. I came from a non-horse background. We've been blessed to make our living in the equine industry, and you know, I just love connecting with you guys. So if we can be of help to you guys, be sure to let us know. Put us in the comments. Send us a message, coltonwoodshorsemanship@gmail.com. You guys can contact us. You can get my cell number. We do one-on-one coaching. We have all sorts of resources for your horsemanship, for college and career navigation, entrepreneurship, whatever the case may be. But you guys can check that out at coltonwoodshorsemanship.com. Be sure to click subscribe, click the like button. Tell us what you like. Tell us what questions you have. Wish you all the best on your journey as you go through this. Definitely look forward to connecting with you guys soon. And always, guys, remember, go Cats.